Hey y'all, what's up? It's Kristen and welcome back to my channel for another plan with me. And I'm actually back doing a talk through. Oh, okay, well, no, this is definitely a voiceover. Duh, okay, I'm already being fake. But I'm doing a regular plan ahead and not a memory spread, which is originally what I meant to say. I'm using this kit from SPC called SPC University, which is only fitting because 99% of her kits are about herself, but it's fine. We're not going to go there. I'm using it because it's the last day of school for me. Well, last week of school, I should say. And I didn't have any other school kits on deck because I don't know, like I really didn't vibe with a lot of the back to school art because I teach middle school and a lot of it was very elementary based and I just didn't really like it. But I also didn't have another kit that was kind of like encompassing of schoolwork aside from this one. So even though I'm not gonna dorm or anything, obviously, because it's last week I'm actually leaving, I just thought it was a really cute kit, mostly because I liked the box with the notebook paper. Really couldn't give a fuck less about these like fashion girls. I actually don't really like fashion girls that much in kits, but I will say lately SPC's been hitting it with these fashion girls. They're really cute lately. This is not one of those times though. I am basically using everything from the kit. It's a mini kit. I picked it up a long ass time ago in the BST when I really truly thought I needed it. But the funny thing is I picked this up even when I wasn't in school. Like never ever have I wanted to dorm on campus. I mean, maybe I did at one point, but like I never actually knew that I was going to anticipate moving into a dorm in my collegiate career. And so I don't know why I ever picked this kit up. And I picked this kit up after I graduated from college anyways. So it was just very confusing that I owned this kit, but for some reason I could never part with it. Like I just couldn't sell it ever. So I just decided to finally use it. This is the time. The kit is actually really pretty when it's like put down in my spread. It's very nice. I don't know. It's a lot of glitter. Like I ended up using a shit ton of glitter on accident, but I had a mini kit, so it's like I didn't have box options, and this was before her mini kit format was kind of good and before the label sampler thing, so like it was a lot. It was a lot going on, y'all. But I did use this gorgeous Simply Gilded washi. I want to say it's like Stormy, but I don't think that's exactly accurate. I honestly don't remember what blue or Simply Gilded color this is because I kind of fell off the Simply Gilded wagon a long ass time ago and I have no intention of going back. She just like raised prices to where it's $9 for a set of washi, and that's just kind of like ridiculous. I mean, $8 for a set of washi was already up the ass, so I don't know who Irene thinks she is. Maybe she moved to Seattle and realized that the cost of living was way better here in Texas than it was up there, but I don't know. That's obviously a guesstimate because I am a proud Texan and have never been to Seattle. So I'm really just talking out of my ass here. But I really have been absent from the Simply Gilded world. I don't really remember what any of the colors are. I constantly just refer to them as like off shades of blue, off shade of pink, third off shade of pink, fourth off shade of pink, you know, so on and so forth. We have a lot of off shades of pink here. So I don't know what this one's called. I feel like it's Stormy. It's probably not. That's all I have for you. I feel like Stormy only came out with the cardboard core, and this one didn't have a cardboard core. So I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care, personally. Yeah, so this week, pretty emotional, not gonna lie. I'm definitely feeling it, and it's only Monday as I'm recording this. So I'm just having, like, all the feels, because it's my first year teaching. So this is, like, the end to my first year, and I don't even get to see my kids because of COVID. I don't get to have the sappy end of the year party where I get to tell each and every one of them how much they mean to me and like suck the tears out of my face. Like I don't even get to have that. And if I do, it'll be over a Zoom conference call where one of my kids is constantly changing their Zoom backgrounds to be a picture of Corona beer on a beach, and they think it's funny because it's Corona. So that's what my life is going to be when I do my sign off or my send off to my kids. I don't like this sidebar because it looks fucking ugly. Personally, I did what I could, but I didn't like the fact that even on like the weekly boxes and stuff, there's still glitter. Like, bitch, put the glitter strokes away. I'm really glad she decided to retire this idea of putting glitter in everything because it made me want to throw up. I don't like this much glitter. However, I can't argue that the kit looks kind of cute. I mean, that's that. Also, you're probably watching this and you're like, wow, Kristen really can't use whiteout for shit. And honestly, this Tombow whiteout is the death of me. I really love the application. Like, it's clearly the superb or the premium whiteout, if you will. But for some reason, this specific canister or dispenser of whiteout, anytime I put pressure down, it always takes the thing off the track. Like, it takes the tiny little whiteout clear strip and it like goes off track. So it's, I don't know. It just always looks like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with whiteout, but I swear I do. It's just not working with me. Anyways, y'all, clearly I put this down yesterday, actually like last night before I went to bed, because I was like, I need to pre-plan my week. I haven't done that in damn near like 6 months, but already half my plans have changed. And so like, that's kind of wild. I'm just going to pretend like they haven't changed, because honestly, if I didn't just say it, you would have never have known the difference. Yikes. Okay, if I haven't said it already, this video, as do all of my videos, contain colorful language. So if you don't like that, maybe mute me. I don't know. Or click out. I mean, don't click out. I'd prefer if you didn't, but if you do, like, I get it. Like, let me know. Cussing. That's why, bitch. And then click out. I don't know. Anyways, so, I'm already out of breath. I feel like I'm not going to stop recording this voiceover, though, just because if you make Plan With Me videos, recording the voiceovers is definitely the worst part. Like, I don't know, maybe editing is the worst. I mean, I don't really edit my videos anymore because I just don't care. But editing was the worst. Like, when I did talk-throughs, I'd have to upload all the footage and then I'd have to edit down anytime I said something that was like over the line, or if I stuttered, or if there was just an obscene amount of pausing time between sentences. Like, I don't know, I just always like edited all of those things out, so that was definitely tedious and annoying. But I feel like since I've been doing a lot of memory plans, the voiceovers are so tedious, bro. Like, I feel like I run out of things to talk about, or I run out of fucking air because I'm struggling to breathe. I mean, it's one of the other. Also, I split the double box because I felt like it was so obvious that it was a dorm setting when it was a double box. So when I split it, I felt like they kind of looked at least a little different. So I don't know. I think it looks nice. I think it looks good. It's fine. I don't know. I think it looks great. And then I went in and I put these glitter flags, this is why you're going to see like, okay, that's a lot of glitter, Kristen. But I put the glitter flags down from the glitter sampler to mark in that I was going to do like work every day. And I figured, why not? Because even though I do work every day, like I haven't had a day off in a while, I just like to use it because it's the last week of school and I'm literally about to not work for the rest of the summer. And I love using these Work 1.0 scripts from Letters to Apollo. They're just like so gorgeous layered over a flag like that. So I figured, why not use it? So for me, the last day of school this week is actually going to be on Thursday, but I do have some stuff going on Friday. So I actually marked last day of school on Friday, but I mean, I'll kind of talk about that like later when I actually get there. But just in case you were wondering why I didn't put a work label down right there, that's why. So, and then this is me trying to figure out what fucking box I wanted to use to put down this last day of school script, also from Letters to Apollo. It's on her back to school sampler. Which just has like a ton of stuff like homework check, books due, parent teacher conference, which I will be using those next week. So just a ton of options. It's really great for both teachers and parents and students, really. But I like that there was like a books due script for like library days and just yada, yada, yada. Anyways, I finally got my Once More with Love order in my haul video and uploaded, so I can actually start using the stuff that I got in that haul, which is what you're going to see get pulled in a lot during this, mostly because I didn't put it up and it was just sitting on my desk, so it was easier for me to grab from, just being honest here. So I used this Zoom conference call like munchkin thing. I don't think it was called the Zoom one. I think it's literally just conference call. But I used that, and then a Mandy Dreams heart arrow to mark in that this was it wasn't my last one, but it was one of my last classes for my reading, which we use a different reading program called SFA, which is like success for some, blah, blah, I don't know, like success for all, I think is actually what it stands for. But it's like a reading program. It's pretty boring, not gonna lie. I hate teaching it. The kids hate reading it, but my administration loves it. So what are you gonna do, right? It's just like super repetitive, and I feel like the books aren't intriguing to the kids, which makes them not excited to go to reading class, and everything is very scripted and prompted, and I don't know. I just feel like it kind of takes away individuality or like expression through reading, which is so important when you read. Like, you have to feel like you're connecting to the stories and like choosing books that matter versus being forced to read a book that you don't care about, you know? So that's my tea. Anyways, I also used a little thing to mark in that I had to walk my dog. So I used a dog emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. and a Walk Jack's script from the Coffee Monsters Co. Those are a custom that I just got in my last order from Kenzie's Creations. And then I used this little desktop from Grumpy Bear Stickers Co. and a design script from Kenzie's Creations to mark in that I am designing on my Silhouette software, Silhouette Studio, if you will. I'm like really trying my hardest to get to know. Oh, you guys don't know. I bought a Silhouette off of Facebook. And so I'm trying my hardest to figure out the software because I want to make my kids like end of the year stickers, and I want them to have like a 6th grade decal. So I'm trying to design it, but it's just not working. So at all of my shop owner friends, please send me advice, please, because I can't figure it out and I'm getting really stressed out. This is like my 3rd day trying to understand the software, and it's just very aggravating and not a good experience. So that's that. And then I'm also taking the rest of the day to answer a ton of emails. I feel like my inbox is overflowing right now, and I feel like every teacher in America can relate. Because basically as the year winds down, my inbox just fills and fills and fills. And it's not for the lack of replies. I'm definitely replying to this BS, but it's just overwhelming. Like, I'm getting student emails and parent emails and access requests, and I'm getting admin emails and staff meetings and IEPs, and it's just like, I'm drowning, especially since it's all virtual right now. Like, I physically can't go to my admin and be like, I didn't read your email. What did it say? You know, it's just a lot. So I'm definitely taking the rest of the day to kind of catch up in my emails, send some emails out, and then just make sure that I have everything scheduled correctly for my week, because it'll be a hectic week for sure. On to Tuesday, I used like this chillin' girl from the Fox and Pip with an iced coffee and a laptop, and a Keurig script from Kenzie's Creations to mark in that I'm kind of just catching up tomorrow with like submitting grades in, just filing through, making sure the classroom online is set up correctly for the rest of the week. And then I used a little thing in a home goods script from Kenzie's Creations to mark in that I do need to go to Home Goods to pick up a couple of things for my dog, for the kitchen, and just like to get out. I love going to Home Goods. Like, I'm trying to justify it because it's bad to go out during the pandemic right now. But honestly, the justification is it's my state of mind. I need to get out of the house. I'm very safe when I do go, and I'm never out for more than like 2 hours. So I like to get out of the house, and I love fucking Home Goods. So I'm going to go to Home Goods. And then I used a 3-heart checklist at the bottom of the day just to mark in random things that I'll have to get done. And then on Wednesday, I used a tiny box just to mark in final grades. I don't anticipate having a ton of assignments this week just because I'm not a bitch ass teacher. So I'm not going to assign a ton of stuff, but at the same time, I do need to get like any makeup work in or any late grades finalized and put those into the grade book. And then I do need to update the grade book with any accommodations that I made throughout the 9 weeks. So I'm using a Maru on a laptop sticker from Paper and Milk to mark in that. I put down a half box and a Crafternoon script that is a custom from Lilac Paper Co. to mark in that I am going to be basically designing and like crafting some things, because Friday I have a pretty big day for my kids and I need to just pull a bunch of stuff together and make something happen, because I don't want them to feel like this year was insignificant, since, you know, they really didn't get to finish the year like every other year traditionally. So I want to do something special for my kids, and that is the only time that I really have allotted in order to get that finished. So that's what I did. And then I also pulled in a like painting emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. This is technically on her bullet journal sheet, I think, but I don't know. I just pulled it in because I thought it fit. On to Thursday, I used another like Zoom icon from Once More with Love to mark in that this was my very, very last day of Zoom calls with my kiddos, which was kind of like sad to put down. I don't know how I'm going to be when that day actually comes. I feel like I'm going to be really, really sad, just because I love the days that I get to see my kids online. Like, it's so much fun, and I miss them all the time. I always start out the class with like some simple questions just to break them out of their shells, because they hate doing this as much as we do. So I don't know. I can already tell I'm going to miss them. So I'm kind of sad about it. And since that was my last day, I marked in with like this sad munchkin over a half-foiled hexagon from Saucy Stickers Co. that I have to break the news to my kids, that I'm not going to be their teacher next year. A ton of them have been asking me if I was going to promote from 6th to 7th with them and reteach them next year, which definitely was an option that my admin gave to me, which was really nice, because a lot of times your administration doesn't want you to move up with your kids. But I was very fortunate and they offered it to me. Unfortunately, I decided to not take that opportunity, and I'm going to be moving into 1st grade next year. I just feel like that age group is really kind of where I want to be in a classroom, because my teaching style is very different from what middle school expects. Like middle school, I feel like a lot of the teachers on the team are extremely strict and not, I don't know, they don't focus on building connections. They focus on building like academic portfolios, in my opinion. So, but I'm definitely a connection-based teacher, and I feel like the best way to get your kids to perform to their highest potential is to really build a connection with them, so that way you can level with them and tell them, I see a potential in you. And whenever you say it to them, they're not empty words. They're actually like, they take it personally, and so they want to do better for you. At least in my experience, that's definitely how my classroom environment is. All of my kiddos know that I look at them with respect and I talk to them the same way I talk to my friends or family. And they're really great kids. So whoever gets them next year, they're going to be so, so lucky. But yeah, I'm just like really sad about it. Going into Friday, I used a half box to mark in that we are going to be doing a send-off parade for 6th grade. So I talked my team into doing this, which I'm very thankful for, but we're going to have a parade where our kids can drive up to our campus at a certain time, and then we're going to get to like go through the line and say hi to them with safe distance and masks and gloves, of course, but just to kind of see them in person, to let them know that we love them and that they're going to be so great, and just to keep working on their skills, and that they're just amazing. And so I'm excited to get that opportunity to say hi to my kids and say bye to my kids the right way. And I'm literally getting teary-eyed. I'm so fucking annoyed. I'm doing a voiceover, Kristen, in your kitchen. Like, it's not real. I'm getting emotional. And then I marked in with Once More with Love, like couch potato, that I'm just going to take that day to literally just sit and sulk, probably watch some Netflix, and I don't know, maybe I'll start a new show. On Saturday, I used a quarter box with a Maru mailman sticker to mark in that I wanted to mail out my end of the year letters if I didn't already bring them to the parade. So whichever kids don't show up to the parade, I'll obviously mail theirs out instead of having to bring them. So I did that, and then I used a fancy label to mark in that I will go to Goodwill, using a Goodwill custom script from Lilac Luna Paper Co. I don't know. And then a shopping munchkin that came with the kit. And then to block up or break up that space in the middle, I used a Harriet Wright Designs foiled divider. It's like one of her foiled swirls. I tried to use the Sadie Stickers sparkle pen, but I just didn't want to use it there because I felt like it didn't fit the space well enough. Like I needed something like a lot bigger. So that was that. But like I said, so I'm mailing out a letter. Like I write all my kids, every single time we have a break, I write them a letter because I just want them to know how much I appreciate and value them. So before on spring break, I wrote them like super simple notes just saying like, have a great spring break, stay safe, we'll see you when we get back. And then whenever we announced that we were going to online school, I wrote them all notes putting like just an emphasis on their value and just things that I see in them and just like their strongest attributes in my opinion and like ways that I see them versus how the world can portray it. Like, I don't know, like I just like to do small things just to be fucking cheesy because I am. But yeah, so this is going to be my final letter of the year. And they always tell me like, Miss F, you're so cheesy. And I'm like, okay. And But this will be my final of the year, so I obviously went full out and I had to make it as meaningful as possible. And then on Sunday, I used a half-rolled hexagon and a Once More with Love filming munchkin and a film script from Kinsey's Creations to mark in that I'm going to be filming a lot more videos now, and I want to start incorporating more like face videos, maybe even doing some vlogs. Since I'll be off for the summer, I'll have a lot more time on my hands to do things like that, so that's what that will be. And then I used a half box to mark in that I will be binge watching a lot of TV, and a Fox and Pip Girl with a Letters to Apollo script. So that is pretty much my week. I'm really sorry that it's taking me this long to get back to a plan ahead, but I will catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully I'm not an emotional wreck in that one. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!